Load previous day. January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Crenier of Baron Roguel. Murder! Is that Monsieur Grammy? Oh mon Dieu. Dame Cataline, what have you done? Suddenly, Act 1, a cat with claws. Sparrow Sen. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Well, 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 look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? Too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. Business? A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. Alright. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I'm writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She is being held at a La Concierge prison on the charge of murder, or less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Senor Pertroir, Demio of the Demio Estate. Demio Estate, right? Get it? Well, this is quite something. I know, your first serious client in months. Not just that, the Demio Estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Come on, Demio. Oh, I like it. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow. So, I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Of course. It would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to go... What? We're going to go find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh man, just I'm cracking up. Just the fact that they are birds drawn in a very fancy way and their eyes keep blinking and they do this very silly dialogue is hilarious. Oh, but I better file away Senor Demiao's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Portra's letter has been added to your evidence folder. Yes. You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol. Click. Senor Portra Demiao has requested legal aid for his daughter Cataline. She is being held at the conciergerie. Here we. Nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again. I recall you losing it at the New Year's party and at Christmas. Yes, alright, no need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. 24. You may see how much money he's carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. Let's make a move. January 3rd, Monday. Welcome to the map screen. What? From here, you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or a location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Oh no, let's go to the office. The Aviary attorney offices. No case is too big or too small. No junk mail. That's where we are currently, I think. So we go here. Takes a whole day. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. Prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the Conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered. Good grief. What do you want? His name is Quark. Good day, monsieur. Monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Cataline de Miao. I'm due to represent her in court. I kind of want to play this in French because I think adding the English to the whole French words setup here is making a bit silly. Oh, an interesting solution to streamers listening to music along with their views without risking a DMCA strikes. Is it the thing that Spotify has, where I share a playlist and we can sync? You can sync your listening to my listening of the playlist, and then we can talk about music that we listen to, but without it being audible in stream. I found the idea interesting, but I thought it was quite pointless for what I need it for. Yeah, exactly. That it makes it didn't make enough sense for me to use it on stream. It will work, and nobody will get fined for anything. But why the hell should I do that? It's just not. That is too abstract for me to use it as a background noise or a means of listening to music and sharing that experience with people. I mean, I don't see you either. I keep talking to you, but I see you in chat, and that's abstract enough for me. But yeah. Yeah, okay, interesting. But really not for me. Right, we're representing Dame Cataline de Miao in court. Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. Well-mannered guards, huh? There she is. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Suddenly. Dame Cataline de Miao, I presume? You've arrived, the fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson. This is probably the weirdest, cutest thing I've seen. Oh. Milady's knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. Oh, you know. You're feathered. But they weren't available at such short notice. Imagine the bad puns you could pull. Is that also about attorneys? I mean, it's also silly, isn't it? I think it's also a game that's not meant 100%. How do you say that? A pigeon dating sim. Oh, that's the one. Okay, cool. We could totally play that, unless it's weird in the sense that at some point the pigeons are nude or whatever. Hey, T-Bank. Ah, this is a very mind-boggling game. Was she rude to us just now? They weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Just you know, today with the games I picked today. Oh no, I'm Sparrowson now. With a beak. I can't find a good spot for the camera today. It's horrible. You see, Falcon, I told you listing under Aviary attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you want to know? What happened on the night of the murder? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Okay, I was reading it twice. Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Suddenly, evidence? No. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinière, the home of great Baron Rorgale. Rorgale. I think that's how you pronounce it, Rorgale. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Granry and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff. Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Of course, Cataline. Sorry, man with a what? Took your what? Camera. It's a very new gadget. A tiny box sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow, knowledge is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Amy Chaos, good morning. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. A photographer named Robitio attended the banquet. Very revealing. Please continue, Dame Cataline. So, after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Granwy. The tiny... yeah. Isn't that how photography works? Like, painting it very fast? He was all ripped open. Horrid experience. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. I was such a blur. Must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Yeah. Who was there that evening? We already know that. Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron Rogale, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Pauline, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Granwy, well, until... oh, he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio de Robinho, the man with the camera. But he was only there for a little while. Monsieur Robitio de Robinho, of course, the photographer. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows or a bloody murder weapon? Cunning plan to ask her that. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you're looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal, the food was delicious, the conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait. Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did. Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was. You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. I absolutely adore this game's sense of humor. It is so very subtle. In places, not so much, but it is quite amazing. I get hungry now. Go on. Then a marbled steak served perfectly. Bloody rare. Glorious. I can write this down. This is going to be important later. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please, for me. Fine, fine. We have a red herring. Here, see? There. This is a red herring. Bloody rare steak. This is a bloody rare steak. Very yummy. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk. Oh, sorry, I clicked that away. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. That is suspicious. No cutlery? Even for the steak? Nope. You would think that the great Baron of Chateau Crinière would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. This is a little peculiar. That's an understatement. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. That's a very good question, Podrix. Is the cat the size of the bird? Is she a tiny cat? Or are they very big birds and she's a normal cat? Or are they huge birds and she's a very tiny cat? Or is she a middle-sized cat and Sparrow is the small one? And our perspective is weird. So, what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Crinière and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Robitio de Robinio. 2 days for 2 tasks seems doable. But we should We should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You believe my story, don't you? I believe in justice. Dame Cataline, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. Believe in justice. That's good to hear. You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what the lady needed to hear. You might want to work on being less of a... how to put it? You the put. Son of a bitch. I think. If serving justice makes me a fil-de-pute, then I'll wear that title proudly. I'm not 100% sure, but he is the son. Right? Spanish would be hijo de puta. We are doing this for educational purposes. We're not swearing just for the sake of it. Maybe the birds are slightly bigger than usual and the cat is slightly smaller than usual. Do you complicate things necessarily or not? You're complicating things. But you might be right. Look, in the background, are those humans? Or more cats? Maybe it's the perspective. Or maybe it is something else. Dame Cataline, Monsieur Grenouille, Baron Rogale, these names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook. 1848? How did they steal the Facebook idea from that far in the past? So that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook? It's a collection of people's names, pictures, addresses, medical history, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. A Facebook. Oh, look! Oh, this is all very cute. I can't take it. Oh man, spoiler alert, we haven't met him yet. Yeah, elegant businessman found murdered. Oh, I'm cracking up. This is hilarious. Okay. You can access a list of people you have met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Let's make a move. That's his line. A new day has dawned. Yes. You can also make a quick save. Boring. I'm very glad someone made this game. It made me chuckle for nearly 30 minutes already, so that's a good achievement. Ah, Chateau Crinière. I want to meet the Baron. An immaculate garden of all things. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinière. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Sultan? Excusez-moi, monsieur. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? You have 20 francs in your wallet. 20 francs. What do you do? Give them one. Here you go. Stay safe, madame. Many thanks to you, monsieur. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. Attorney, bird, gentleman. Gentle bird. But what am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we've got business to attend to. Oh man, this game. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Crinière. Oh, look at this place. Baron Rogel must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Yes. He's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey Baron, we'd like a word. How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Notice how his theme starts playing and the words get a different sound when he speaks. Dum 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 dum. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. It's not that much of a game here, right? So take it like it is, but this has some charming things to it that I really see potentially enjoyable for longer than just the first look. It's nothing I will stream or, you know, but this is good fun. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rogale, property owner extraordinaire, at your service. He even has a monocle. Of course he has. And a walking stick. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? No. We're attorneys. Not quite. I'm private attorney J.J. Falcon. I didn't know my name was J.J. And this is my associate Sparrowson, who doesn't have a real name. Lawyers, eh? You know, you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Yes. This jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch. Hunch. What's a hutch? It's a bad pun, but what's a hutch? I don't know what a hutch is. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So, what may I do for you, monsieur? Hutch is a cage for a rabbit. Ah, so it is a rabbit. Hey, Margie, thank you for clearing that up. I was sure there was a pun thing there. We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course, of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend, a loyal business partner. Subtle joke, right? Yeah. The subtlety of a sledgehammer. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself? Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest, you'll find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the unfortunate incident. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. Slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. No trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you're done with your investigation. He is! So, where shall we go first? The lounge. Who's that? A giraffe. Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Psst. Hey, Falcon, do you see that? See what? That housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah, yes. Are you two policemen? That's Colleen, the housemaid that was mentioned. There are so many little details in this game. It's quite intriguing. No, we're private attorneys. My name's JJ Falcon. Yeah. And I'm Sparrowson. How rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhall. I don't know. So, what can I help you, messieurs, with today? We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. We can see your face. Oh, this is glorious. This is very, very, very glorious. That's better. I'm stopping with the voices. What was it you wanted to ask? But I would imagine in this kind of story, she would have a very high-pitched, insecure voice. And she's not the bad guy. I think she's supposed to be a giraffe. Ah, that means from above, see? There's another joke in there. Oh, a hutch is also the name of an item consisting of shelves or cupboards that sits on top of a sideboard. Steven Seagal. Because his name sounds like a seagull? It's okay to forget how to English. That's alright. What was it you wanted to ask? We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. Cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the decor. Sorry, not with the door. I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rogo just keeps it around as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. That's the red herring. Steven Seagal has a pitchy voice in originally. Huh. You only know that as you had an old lady come into work when you sold furniture asking for one, and my maid told her we are not a pet shop. Oh, I would have loved to be there as a spectator. I know a giraffe has those as well. Maybe not as long, but they have them. Yeah. Is there something else you wanted to ask? You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers. There's something we ought to know. Anything you need to confess? No, I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. Are you sure there isn't anything you're hiding? Okay, to tell us, we're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. That's our job. Oh my god. Right. And, wait, what? No, that's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson. Oh, hilarious. It's a Jar Jar Binks giraffe. My name is JJ Falcon, so I think we can all agree that it's not a simulation where you see accurate depictions of animals doing things that are really proper behavior for the animals in the picture. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, I'll stop here. Misa didn't take anything. It isn't? Oh, what do we do then? I'll tell you later. Now shut up. Honestly, monsieur, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? Is all. No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. You should have said tall. Something. It's no problem. Actually, there's something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and... Well, never mind, I'm rambling. No problem. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although, I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps? Ah, you know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. I started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me. That's one mystery solved, at least. It's definitely not Steam suggesting interesting games to me, because Steam is nothing if unable to do that. The only things that Steam is suggesting is popular stuff or stuff that's on sale, and I don't need Steam to suggest me those because they are on the front page all the time. I can't tell you where I find these. It's a secret. I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind and I would hate to break his trust. I see. So, where to next, Big Bird? To the next game. This is... Okay, this is hilarious. I'm not really sure. I guess you'll do the actual defense also. After investigating. So you're a defense attorney and a detective. And also a bunch of silly animals. The drawings are very cool. If you can enjoy that kind of thing. But even if you can't enjoy that kind of thing, I think this is a pretty cool, chill game to click through and have a laugh. It's very smart. And silly, but you know, that is sometimes the same thing. But I shall play that on my own time and giggle away at myself. And 8 o'clock. Let's do one more.